Howdy, with this video, I want to go over the schedule real quickly, then go over a couple of comments I'm making on the poetry drafts. I'm doing this video on Saturday, May 9th. Should have the drafts back to you tonight. After that, the essay will be due on Monday night. And then after that, on Tuesday, just a short response paper. Just be a quick survey about the class, nothing fancy there. And hopefully I'll have everything back to you on the 13th. It might be later that evening. But I should have your grades back to you, the essay back to you, and you kind of know where you're at in the class there. And I'll give you a day or two to ask questions before I submit the grades to Central and to Northeast State. But that'll be the end of class. It's probably the last video I'm going to do for you. So cool, right? I'm about ready to be free to roam about the planet. If the essay, if you're getting a comment like use a colon to introduce a quote with a full sentence, when you introduce a quote with a full sentence, some of you are putting comments there instead of colons. Pretty easy fix. You just want to put a colon there. And when you introduce a quote with a full sentence, or an independent clause if you want to go that way. If you're introducing a quote with a partial sentence or a dependent clause, you get the comma just like Gracie has here. Also notice Gracie's using that slash the way she's supposed to. You want a space at the beginning and before and after the slash, and that shows a line break within the quote there. And that's what you use it for short quotes. But you also notice I marked on her paper she needs to format a quote of 4 more lines as a long quote. She's doing it as a short quote there. So if it says format as a long quote in my commentary, one long quotes don't get quote marks. You're going to use the original line breaks. Missing the second dash bracket there, isn't you? And we're going to double indent these. Take me just a second, but and I want to get that off. There we go. And you're just going to highlight that and hit this little move over tab or increase indent. Actually be tabbed over twice like that using the original line breaks. And I'm going to get rid of that. And punctuation goes there, not after the citation for long quotes. And you notice with short quotes, the period goes after the citation. But that's what it should look like. So you've introduced both a full sentence, used a colon. It's a long quote since it's 4 more lines. If it's 4 more lines out of the poem, not how you typed it, right? It's a little different than quoting from prose. And of course the citation's there, so that long quote's looking good. And you might have to do a long quote, particularly for a poem like Damp Virginia Late Summer, where the lines are so short. It's not that many words, but within the poem, it's 4 more lines. Make sure you comment on all quotes like Gracie's doing here. Don't begin a new paragraph after a long quote or something like that. But that's the way they should look. I think that's all I wanted to say. One thing to be careful about with this essay, don't confuse the poet with the narrator within the poem or the persona within the poem. Make sure you're using those words narrator and persona when talking about what the entity within the poem's saying or doing. Sometimes we kind of see that with Emily Dickinson. When she wrote, "Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me." She didn't actually die to write that poem. She's adopting the persona of someone who's died and is talking about her experience after death. So kind of be aware of the difference between the persona of the narrator and the poet themselves. But you guys kind of notice as you put on the final touches, it's very much a grammar sentence structure exercise. Watch out for agreements and comma splices and things like that. They tend to creep back into the writing with this essay. But I want to show you the quoting there. And if you have any questions, be sure to let me know. Like I said, I'll have the drafts back to you later tonight, and then the essay will be due on Monday. But we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.